Have you ever seen the sun disappear, leaving behind a glowing ring of fire in the sky? What causes this mysterious and awe-inspiring event, and how can you witness it yourself? Today, we'll dive into one of the universe's most spectacular phenomena, the annular solar eclipse. An annular solar eclipse, often called a ring of fire, occurs when the moon passes directly between the Earth and the sun, but it's not close enough to the Earth to completely block out the sun's light. Instead, a bright ring of sunlight remains visible around the dark silhouette of the moon. This creates a breathtaking celestial display where day briefly turns into a stunning twilight. Unlike a total solar eclipse, where the moon covers the entire sun, an annular eclipse leaves this dramatic ring around the moon. It happens because the moon's orbit around Earth is elliptical, meaning that sometimes the moon is closer, perigee, and sometimes farther, apogee, from Earth. During an annular eclipse, the moon is at or near its farthest point from Earth, appearing smaller in the sky and unable to completely cover the sun. The ring of fire effect occurs during the peak of the eclipse, known as annularity. At this point, the moon's shadow, specifically, the antumbra, creates a perfectly aligned moment where the sun's outer edges remain visible, forming a bright ring. This stunning sight can only be witnessed if you're standing in the narrow path of annularity, where the alignment is perfect. If you're outside this path, you'll see a partial eclipse instead, where only a portion of the sun is covered by the moon. Imagine holding a coin in front of a flashlight. If you hold the coin very close, it completely blocks the light. But as you move it farther away, more and more light escapes around its edges. This is similar to what happens during an annular eclipse. Even though the moon is directly between the Earth and the sun, it's just far enough away that it can't fully obscure the sun's brilliance. It's important to understand the difference between an annular eclipse and a total solar eclipse. In a total eclipse, the moon is closer to Earth and perfectly blocks out the entire sun, plunging the sky into darkness, like night in the middle of the day. In contrast, the annular eclipse leaves a visible ring of sunlight, creating a very different but equally mesmerizing experience. The event feels more like a dramatic dimming of daylight, where the environment takes on a strange, ethereal glow. In the upcoming section, we'll explore the specifics of the October 2nd annular solar eclipse, where it will be visible, how long it will last, and what you can expect to see if you're lucky enough to be in the path of the ring of fire. On October 2nd, 2024, you'll have the chance to witness a breathtaking annular solar eclipse, where the ring of fire will light up the sky. This spectacular event will be visible across the southern Pacific Ocean, Easter Island, southern Chile, southern Argentina, and the southern Atlantic Ocean. Central and southern South America, as well as parts of Antarctica, will see partial phases of the eclipse. To see the full ring of fire, you'll need to be in the path of annularity, a narrow strip where the alignment is perfect. If you're not in this path, you'll only catch a partial eclipse, which is still amazing but won't show the complete ring. Here are some key places to watch the eclipse. Easter Island, the best spot to see the eclipse, with the ring of fire lasting 6 minutes and 12 seconds, covering 87% of the sun. Chile, in southern Chile, the eclipse will last about 6 minutes and 11 seconds, covering 85.6% of the sun. Argentina, southern Argentina will see the eclipse for 6 minutes and 18 seconds, also covering 85.6% of the sun. The eclipse will begin at 16:50 Universal Time Coordinated, 12:50 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, reach its peak at 18:45 Universal Time Coordinated, 2:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and end at 20:39 Universal Time Coordinated, 4:39 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The exact times depend on your location, so be sure to check local schedules. The experience will vary based on where you are. If you're closer to the center of the path, the ring of fire will last longer. Near the edges, you'll still see the eclipse, but the effect won't be as dramatic. In some areas, the eclipse will start just after sunrise, and in others, it will end around sunset, adding an extra layer of beauty to the view. In the next section, we'll explain how this fascinating cosmic alignment happens and what makes it so special. Solar eclipses occur when the moon passes directly between the Earth and the sun, blocking some or all of the sun's light. But an annular solar eclipse is special. This happens when the moon is a little farther from Earth, so it doesn't completely cover the sun. Instead, we see a bright ring of sunlight around the dark moon, creating that beautiful ring of fire. This happens because the moon's orbit around the Earth isn't a perfect circle. Sometimes the moon is closer, called perigee, and sometimes it's farther away, called apogee. During an annular eclipse, the moon is at or near apogee, so it looks smaller in the sky. This is why it can't completely block out the sun, leaving a glowing ring instead. When the moon's shadow hits the Earth, it creates different types of shadows. In a total solar eclipse, the moon casts its umbra, the darkest part of the shadow, which fully covers the sun. But in an annular eclipse, the moon casts its antumbra. This is the area where the moon appears completely inside the sun's disk, but not large enough to cover it fully. That's what creates the ring of fire effect. If you're in the path of the antumbra, you'll see the full annular eclipse. If you're outside this path, you'll only see a partial eclipse, where part of the sun is covered but not enough to create the ring. For any solar eclipse to happen, the sun, moon, and Earth need to line up perfectly. But because the moon's orbit is slightly tilted compared to the Earth's orbit around the sun, this alignment doesn't happen every time there's a new moon. That's why eclipses are relatively rare. An annular eclipse like the one on October 2nd, 2024, is even more unique because the moon needs to be at just the right distance from Earth for the ring of fire to appear. This perfect alignment is what makes eclipses so special and why they attract so much attention. Solar eclipses have been studied for centuries and have even helped scientists make important discoveries, like proving Einstein's theory of relativity during a total eclipse in 1919. Throughout history, eclipses have sparked awe and fear. Ancient civilizations sometimes saw them as omens or divine signs, while today, we see them as beautiful cosmic events. Eclipses don't happen often in the same place. If you miss this one, you may have to wait many years to see another annular eclipse near you. Now that you know how eclipses work, you can appreciate the wonder of the ring of fire even more. In the next section, we'll cover how to safely watch this incredible event and make sure you don't miss a thing. Watching a solar eclipse is an unforgettable experience, but you have to be careful. Never look directly at the sun without protection. Even though the moon covers most of the sun during the eclipse, the remaining light is still intense enough to damage your eyes permanently. The best way to protect yourself is with solar eclipse glasses. These special glasses are designed to filter out harmful rays and let you watch safely. Regular sunglasses won't work, so make sure you get eclipse glasses that are certified and in good condition. No scratches or damage. If you don't have eclipse glasses, there are other ways to enjoy the event. You can make a pinhole projector with just a piece of cardboard. Just poke a small hole and let the sunlight project through it onto the ground. It's simple and safe. Another option is using solar filters on cameras or telescopes, but never look through them at the sun without the right filters. And if you're not in the path of the eclipse or don't have the right equipment, no worries, you can always watch it live online. Sites like Time and Date will stream the whole event, so you won't miss out. Remember, the eclipse lasts a few hours, and during the entire time, you need to keep your eyes protected. Unlike a total eclipse, the sun is never fully covered in an annular eclipse, so don't take off your glasses at any point. Keep yourself and those around you safe, and enjoy this incredible cosmic event. Eclipses have always held a special place in human history. For centuries, people have looked to the sky in awe as the sun, the constant source of light and warmth, suddenly fades away. Ancient cultures often viewed eclipses as mysterious or even ominous events, believing they were signs from the gods or symbols of change. Today, while we understand the science behind them, eclipses still inspire a sense of wonder and connection to the cosmos. Think about it, in those brief moments when the sun becomes a ring of fire, you're witnessing a rare alignment of the Earth, Moon, and Sun, three celestial bodies coming together in perfect harmony. It's a reminder of how small we are in the grand scheme of the universe, yet how connected we are to something far greater than ourselves. Eclipses unite us, not just scientifically but emotionally, as we gather to share in the awe of this cosmic event. Even now, with all our technological advancements, eclipses captivate us because they remind us of the beauty and mystery of the universe. Watching the sun's light dim and form a perfect circle of fire is a powerful experience. It's a moment to pause, reflect, and appreciate the universe's incredible complexity. This October, as the moon crosses the sky, think about the millions of people watching with you, some in person, some online, united by curiosity and wonder. Each eclipse is a fleeting glimpse of the universe's precision and beauty, a moment that leaves us humbled yet connected. Don't let this opportunity pass by. Whether you're in the path of annularity or watching online, take a moment to immerse yourself in this cosmic event. Share it with friends, family, or even strangers. Let the eclipse remind you that we are all part of something much bigger, a universe full of mystery, beauty, and awe-inspiring moments. After all, events like this don't come around often. So, mark your calendars, prepare your viewing tools, and get ready to witness the Ring of Fire. It's not just a spectacle, it's a chance to connect with the universe and with each other. Don't miss it.